Hey, 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 hey. Yo, what's up? My name is Ngango and welcome back to my YouTube channel. With the rise of social media, it has introduced us to incredible individuals that have made us laugh, cry, and back their dreams now more than ever. In this video, I feature 3 South African rising stars that have done exactly that. I'm talking about Kuhle Adams.
Hey yo, I'm here. Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Kuhle Adams and this is my official MTV-based VJ search audition.
Farieda aka Farieda.
Farieda, tell me something. When I send you to the school, what are you doing there? Are you there for the friends? Are you there to learn? You always at the back of the class there, sitting there. Your mouth is moving 24/7. When you gonna learn? This is why you get 8%. Farieda, I promise you, you see the shop right there by the house there down the street. I'm gonna register you there. Then you pack a shelf the rest of your life.
And Deli aka TaFire.
So class, unfortunately we couldn't find a replacement for Mr. Zuma. Because of that, Mr. Zuma will have to be your teacher for the remainder of the term. He's late. I'm sorry I'm late, class. Principal, the whole class has been failing because of this man. We don't want this man as our teacher. He must leave. We don't want him. Mr. Steenhazen, you forever raising your hand. Please sit down. No, ma'am, I'm not gonna sit down. I'm gonna pay school fees here, okay? He must leave. Oh no, class, no, listen, class, listen.
We chat about their journeys, their hustle, and of course, adulting. Before we get into this video, please do make sure to back your boy and hit the subscribe button below. Even you can help me reach that 1,000 subscribers milestone. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and please do make sure to enjoy this video. I think with adulting, a lot of people don't know where to start.
Yes.
Like, that's the chat. People wait and wait and wait. So what would you say is the reason you know, started?
It was not a choice. I had to start at the tender age of 20 because the girl couldn't finish school and the father said, sorry babes, 100,000 a month, yeah, I'm not doing it, forget, get a job. So I did, and I realized that I can't spend all my money like in one go. I can't. It's not a real thing. And we usually fall into the trap of, next month is not so far, I can make it. It's far. 30 days is a long time because by the time you get paid, you literally have 3 days of money and that's it. That is it. So budgeting is a really good thing. As I say this, I'm currently taking my own notes because I don't do these things. You have to start at some point. You can't keep depending on others being your parents and the people who support you because it's quite strenuous. It's very, very strenuous to support someone who's old. And I think our parents have done enough. So, you know, when you step up, you need to step up in every way and you have to sacrifice. So prioritize things that are important, sacrifice things that are not, and set like a piggy bank saving thing. Yeah, that helps.
What would you say is the one thing you're thinking a lot about lately?
Money. That's all I think about. Money.
But I think what's really cool about you when you speak, and even in your other interviews, there's a whole lot of integrity.
Oh, wow, I've never heard this before.
No, but it's true. You stand on your own, like. Please don't cry.
I'm not gonna. Am I getting cross-eyed?
No, I'm like,
no.
bro.
No, I'm not.
I'm joking
Yeah.
with you, but it's a thing of, I feel like you sort of know how to carry yourself and you sort of know what you want, which I think is also very refreshing because in the social media space, you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
True.
You don't know what will be your next glow up.
Yo.
You don't know who's gonna reach out.
Yo.
You know?
It's tough. Thank you, firstly. I've never had the integrity of my lord. I think I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a personality trait.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I am in my true essence when I do these things. Like I don't hide any of the things that I don't hide my flaws. I want people to see me in every way. They must see me when I'm made up. They must see me when I'm crushed. They must see me in between mad, angry, sad, happy, broke. Because these are real life emotions.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people feel like, oh yeah, she's cool.
She's nice.
Yeah, she's nice.
Molweni bethuna igama lami nguKuhle Adams. Where do I start?
How are you feeling today, bro?
I am feeling not so great. Actually, I'm feeling good today because it's a great start to my morning. I'm with cool people. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So the weekend is definitely going to be a great one. But in general, I'm not fine. Because month end is near and there's no promising but something is bangeni, but it's fine. So I moved to Joburg without a plan, really. But things are slowly but surely working out to here and there, but nothing official yet. So Ijambiamu from PE Cape Town to Joburg was not planned out properly, especially financially. It's financially strenuous. I hate Johannesburg. The infrastructure sucks. Izinto so close yet so far away. You Uber everywhere. Imali yakho ebhangeni iyaphela at the same time. So currently, I'm almost chilling on negatives because of that. But asikho lapho.
How long did you know about your decision to move? Because I feel like sometimes we mentally prepare ourselves first before we start communicating such things.
I knew last year already that I want to move to Joburg, ne? But I decided to finish my studies, so I prolonged the move. And then when I was done, I was like, okay, I'm going to move after I found a place or found a job, but then that wasn't really realistic or possible for me to look for a job in Port Elizabeth and look for a place in Port Elizabeth, so I just had to make the jump before I could get anything stable with. So yeah, I've known for a while that this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't like Joburg at all. I wish I could move whatever I want from Joburg to Cape Town because that's what I'm used to and what I'm comfortable with. But yeah, wait till I'll get used to it.
What is your internal being saying? Because obviously there's a lot of confusion in your mind. There's a lot of things happening in the world. Payments are not pulling through. What is your internal being saying to you the entire time to keep you motivated?
Sometimes you don't have the will to wake up, ne? But it's just like you don't have a choice. You have to make it happen because if you don't, what's the plan? So my internal being is telling me, dude, you need to wake up and do what you gotta do to do what you wanna do. And then everything is just gonna work itself out. There's always a plan, but I'm not really sure what that plan is yet, eh? But I've had the conversation with the man upstairs. So I'm really comforted in knowing that something's going to come through it and something is going to work out. But when and where, that's not up to me to decide. It's all part of the meta narrative, I guess.
What would you say is the importance of taking that leap of faith right now where you're at? Because obviously in a couple of months, we'll be having a different conversation.
You know what I mean?
But how do you feel is the importance of it right now? Do you feel like it gave you some sort of freedom as well? Do you feel like it allowed you to choose you?
I'm not gonna lie, I do feel privileged in that I'm in a space in my life that I can choose what I want to do. Whereas, for example, with my family, my siblings, they didn't have that liberty to choose what they want to do because of whatever the situation was at home back then. So they had to stick to the tried and tested way to success, which is studying, going corporate or doing whatever. But I have the privilege of knowing that this is something that I've always wanted to do, and I have the opportunity and support from family and friends to do what I want to do. So yeah, as difficult as it is, I know that I have a solid group of people to fall back on when things are not going so well.
Who would you say is someone, and Bays over here has to answer the question, but who would you say is someone you really proper full-on look up to in the industry?
I look up to a number of women in the industry, ne? For different reasons. Yabo? So to start off with, I'll say Udlut Love, only because of course she's talented and all of that. But she made it more realistic for me because she comes from where I come from and I see her where I see myself. And Unomza Mumbata, because I think I can relate to her a little bit in some aspects of her life and her journey in the industry. Because I think that's where I would like to end up after, not I'm done with in front of the camera or anything like that, but being business-minded as well and learning the business side of, yes, and paying forward, what I know, my knowledge and all of that to young women in the industry on the come up. So yeah, we're to Lut Love, Nomzamo Mbatha, Basitsana Khumalo, Khanyi Dlomo, and of course Bonang Mateba.
How would you describe success? Because we all describe it.
Yeah.
Some people it's being content, some people it's being happy.
Financial success.
Some of favorite, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, definitely Mali Yangena Avoneklo aspect, but I'm not there yet. So I'm not successful in that part of the world. But I think I'm successful in firstly making the move to Johannesburg and having achieved what I've achieved in the 3 weeks I've been here. And I am successful in knowing what I want to achieve, and I kind of have a vision of how I'm going to pursue it. Yeah.
It feels like, and it's more of a beautiful thing, but it feels like there's something there, but it's not there, but it's there. But you know,
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's there, but it's not there.
But it's there, and the presence of it being there is the most important.
Yeah.
Looking back on the previous years up until 2017, would you say that you have been successful in your life for you?
I've been super successful here. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I've been super successful. I've known what I've wanted to do for a long time, né? And I started taking practical steps to doing it in late 2015. And in the going on to 3 years that I've started, I think I've achieved more than I could have imagined. But I wouldn't have achieved what I've achieved so far if it was not believing in myself and actually taking the first step. So, yeah, man, I think I'm very successful.
That's beautiful.
People speak so
5 minutes in, she's like, all these English questions.
These English questions, wow.
My life, wow.
I'm giving you something to work with, I'm laying the ground.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just passed it to her and then...
No, I have not thought.
You always teach
I'm stuck. In terms of my success, I think I've been really blessed to have the people I have around me to push the success. I think that even more so, I know it's gonna sound a little deep, but like, I almost feel like I'm riding off the wings of my mom, like my late mom. It feels like everything I've done, she's basically spearheaded and said, hey, look, this child of mine needs to go forward.
Yeah.
So don't mess around. I mean, I'll owe you tea next time. But like, come on. I think it's really cool that people trust me with something that's so unknown. And a lot of people have gotten onto okay, let's try and make a way through this social media thing. Let's see how far it can take us, because it's opened a lot of doors for me. I won't even lie. I never saw myself here in 2018 as a 28-year-old. Wow, I'm old. As a 28-year-old, doing what I love and getting paid for it. And even when I'm broke, I'm not crying. Because I'm like, wow, I get to wake up every day and do what I love. That's awesome. That for me is like achievement number one. Who do I look up to? Let's start at home. I look up to my sister. Firstly, because she's the one woman I know who could multitask in the entertainment industry. She's a producer, director. She's a fashion designer. She's a set designer. She's an artist. She draws. She does hair well, she does makeup well. I don't know what that woman can't do. She cooks amazingly. She's beautiful. So she's like my pillar of, Secondly, I would say I agree with Kuhle when she says Nomzamo Mbatha. She is a home girl who made it big. And I think everybody looks up to her because of that. It's not unattainable. It is if you just work hard. And if you're strategic. And just nice to people. Like, you get so much further when you're nice to people. So, especially in the industry we work in, it's so fickle. Like, today I can be best friends. Best boombas with someone. Next week, more to hankies in the club. Now I'm like, yo, what up, friend? I think a lot of people think because you're on TV, you should have confidence. Yes. I have the worst interactions with big crowds. Like I told Dennis earlier, I'm struggling to MC. I don't know what that means. Because when I get on stage, hi guys!
And then what?
Hey! So you guys feeling good tonight? I don't want to be that guy. And then I look at people like Lut Love and Bonang who just, it rolls off their tongues like, I do this every day, man.
That's true. I can relate to what Farieda is saying.
It's scary.
It's very scary. I've turned down MCing gigs, and people are confused.
Why?
So it's literally a different ball game. You know, your MC and being on television.
Yes. Yes.
It's a different ball game. Like, face-to-face interaction is different from me. Camera, let's roll, let's go, type of vibe. One. And also it goes back to the confidence thing.
Yeah.
How much you trust yourself. Because if you trust yourself, people can see when you are unsure.
Yes.
When you're there,
Yes.
you want to do the worship, but you're not
You're
sure.
not sure.
how-
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they can see it. And
They're like, I went.
that's a good part.
You're not legit.
Fraud. So like it's very easy to pick up, and energy is and give them my energy.
It's instant. It's instantaneous.
Instant. So no, I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
But when you do MC, do you feel alive at least?
When I do, the last MC gig that I did was in December, on the 27th, no, the 26th, Boxing Day, and it was outside of Joburg. And I think that was a little refreshing for me because I feel like in Joburg we have so many expectations, and when we see people, we expect them to be a certain way.
Mm.
And also, MCing to people in Joburg and MCing to people outside of Joburg is so different. Because people here are too cool. Oh no, babes. People here, they look at you like this. If you're doing the most, you're sweating, you're doing the worship, you've been practicing, you're in heels, you're on it, and they're like, wow, babes. You're doing a lot. And when you get out there and people just see you, oh no, you feel the energy in your bones. You're like, okay, even if I say Vosho once, people are on the floor. They're doing it for like, so for me, that experience kind of like, so okay, let me give you a brief story about when I first started. My first MC gig was last year August when they had the drum beat what, right?
That's a big gig.
It was
To
huge.
be a first one.
It was, and I'm like, what do you guys think I'm gonna do there? Like, I've got a whole stage to myself. What do you mean? Didn't sleep the night before. Woke up that day and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. It's fine. It's a job. I got booked for it. It's sharp. Cool. I get there. And now I'm like, wow, it's actually happening. It's for real? Okay, cool. There's like 5 people in the crowd, and I'm like, okay, you know, small things I can do. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, fine. People are walking out. Now I'm like, okay, well, welcome to Drum Beats Toyota Live Stage. We're gonna have lots of things for us to see tonight. Are you guys ready? I was like, okay. Well, Ben, take it away. Then the night continued and people started coming and filling up, you know, that space. But the scariest moment was when I was announcing the last act of that night. So on the main stage they had AKA, and on my stage they had OK Malum Cool Cat. So all I've been doing all night is saying, guys, there's a huge performance happening on the main stage. If you guys want to catch it, please go through now. Then that's our break. But now we are competing now at the end because 2 stages, 1 crowd. I say, guys, listen, AKA is on the main stage. Y'all want to see your man, you know, you better run. But I mean, OK Malum Cat, is he still here? So if you like him, you know, you can stay. People left. There was like half the crowd left. And now Malum Cool Cat is you, baby.
Of course.
Now he performs, and as he's about to finish, people start flocking in like that performance is done. Now they're coming in. Oh no!
God.
I think his manager was like, "Wow, guys." His manager was like, "You don't know how to do your fucking job." I was like, "Whoa."
To you.
Yeah, he said it on stage without the mic. People were leaving, like they were packing up. He's like, "This hand doesn't know how to do her job." What the fuck was that? I was like.
Yo.
That for me put me off MCing, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. So I literally had to. I went home and I cried, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay in my videos. And someone said to me, babes, you will have bad days, and I don't think I ever prepared for the bad days. Now that they're here, I'm always for the bad days and I hope good days come. So I've kind of changed my perspective on things is always expect the worst, but give the best. Which is hard. Because when you're cynical, you don't give your best.
Yeah.
You know? So it's, yo, dog. You know what I'm saying? And to compare yourself to people who've been doing this is a bit unfair on yourself.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance to grow in this. Like, we're still new. 3 years is not a long time.
Yeah.
Like, you've literally worked 3 years to get here. The rest of your life begins now. So if we're going to let people who have had many experiences, chances. People who are in the industry already try and like, don't be too hard on yourself, man.
Yeah.
So, Kuhle, having come out of being the top 3 in the MTV VJ search, I know a lot of people were like, why didn't she win? Is it hard being, maybe not hard, is it like, how do you balance being humble about it, but still like happy about someone else's winning? Like it's a bit of a bittersweet moment. Like you're happy for the person who won, but you're also just like, ooh, wow.
Could have been me.
Could have been me,
Yeah.
And how has the public received you thereafter?
Okay, that's a very fair question. Recently I was in a taxi fight and this guy's like, I knew that girl.
Yeah. Isn't it nice when people are like,
So I'm like, yeah, that's me. So what are you doing now?
wow.
Yeah, no, I went back to yo, the wave has missed you. Now we have forgotten about you. So I still get those messages, it could have been you, it should have been you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think for me, we've built a really close relationship with Tejo and Ukhonsi, yabo. So even prior to the finale, we already had conversations about, when the finale comes, whoever takes it, don't lose the other two.
Okay, cool.
So even also after they announced the winner, we still kept in touch. Like Tejo's helping me find a place.
Yes.
Like, it's all good. Yo, I see you, Cosmo. Shout out. But also I think the reason why I'm not bitter or anything like that is once you know people and their story, you realize that timing is everything.
Yeah.
So that was his time. That was his moment. That was his competition, and it was meant for him. So for that specific time, he was the best candidate for that job. So I think that allows me to breathe easy, and also knowing that there are people who are actually seeing potential and all of that, also is like, okay, Kuhle, at least this is not the end of you, there will be something that comes after, even if I miss the wave of you, ride the wave. I'm like, I'm not gonna stay in Joburg, guys. Let me just go back and finish something.
Yeah, let me finish.
So people have received me very well. I received a lot of calls and gigs outside of Cape Town though.
Nice.
But at the time I was like, let me finish this and then I can fully
immerse yourself.
Immerse myself into pursuing the entertainment industry at large. So now that I have the degree in the bag, yes.
Can I just see quick?
Yes.
How did you humble yourself and be like, it's fine, let me wait? Because now you're hearing from people as well, also speaking into you, and you're also just like, guys, I can go now. I can jump.
Yeah.
I can do it.
How did you humble yourself and be like, let me finish when I started?
Yeah. So because there were so many voices, and I was confused, I was like, let me not follow the voices because I'm not sure what I'm following. There's just a lot of noise, and if I just follow the noise, I will hear a voice there, then I'll try to scatter myself and I'll lose the essence of me. So I was like, let me just go back and continue what I know, and what I know I've started, and I know that I'm only left with 3 months of it, and then after I could have a clearer mind to follow whatever I want to follow. But also at the time, I was in Cape Town TV. I was with Cape Town TV. So it wasn't like, no, I'm completely out of the industry or I'm completely out of television. I went back and honed my craft with Cape Town TV. I continued to network and I continued to work on myself, and because it's a learning process way too, and everything requires training. So that for me was training, craft, and also just patience and training myself in learning myself and my voice and what I think is best for me, instead of like always following the crowd and what people have to say. Okay, I want to know, how do you deal with negativity?
Ooh, I'm a very sensitive human, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So even when someone criticizes me, like from a young age, I'd be very defensive. What I've learned to do is not try and give in to the negativity. I've had someone who's been trying to troll me on my Instagram for like the past month and a half, changing accounts and telling me I'm fat. Oh my gosh, you're terrible. I promise you. So like
Should I hug you too, my nigga? Dennis, wanna hug? I'll give you a hug.
So I try not to feed into it. If I do find anything negative, I mean, the bee in me will be like, don't try me, nigga, don't try me. You can count for someone. But I also know that I'm not good with words, so if this person's better than me, I'm definitely losing the fight.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is posting emojis, and now I've lost for real. So I can't spend too much time on things that are not fulfilling and watering my garden. Because there are people who will try and be those parasites.
What it look like? Every time I pull up, it's a good time.
You can't stop there. You had me.
I don't know the whole song. I don't know the whole song. I'm one of those people who just catch on those.
Like 2-3 lines.
Yeah, those catchy ones. And then the rest. It's a good time. China. Malume entertainer. Malume wenza mali ngokuhlekisa abantu. That's what I do. I'm an entertainer. If my niece ever asks me, what do I do? I'm an actor / comedian / MC, vlogger, whatever you want to call me. I'm an overall entertainer. That's what I am. I'm in the entertainment business.
Where do you feel like things started for you? Because now obviously you have your Facebook page or sharing all about it, but where would you say was the moment for you?
Actually, a lot of people forgot that I was once on Isibaya as a character Chipa back in 2015. I remember 2015 July. That's when I first came to Johannesburg, and then a few months later, October, I got a role Isibaya as Chipa's troublesome closer boy, who was very annoying and irritating, was against the Zungu family, which is like the main family, and on Isibaya. So that's where it started for me. As soon as I got that, at that time, I hadn't started doing videos.
Yeah.
So it was just Isibaya, and like I remember I was on October, and then they called me again November to shoot for December. So as an upcoming artist who has aspirations of becoming an actor, an entertainer one day, things like that show you okay, maybe this could be the way forward for you. You get hope. You're in television, everyone is praising you. You get hope. But yeah, you know what, man, this is the way for me. So after December, I saw, hey man, I can't keep on living on feature roles. Feature roles can come after a year. Feature roles can come after 2 years, can come after 2 weeks,
And you're not getting paid a lot as well.
Exactly. The money's not, especially if you're starting out, the money's not gonna be that good. So I was like, you know what? And at 2015, at that time, I was still doing memes. When memes were still a thing, I was at that point. And then 2016 Feb, I had started by 2016 at Kalanje, the beginning of 2016. I had started watching skits, Vines at that time. Okay, Wasabi, Owen Sitole. There was a guy called Owen Sitole. I don't know if he still does do skits and everything, but I remember was one of the guys I used to look up to at that time. February, I did my first video. March, I did my killer video called Imbiza. We Are the Parts, was a closer version back in 2016, the same month that Isibaya recalled me again. So now things were like looking very good for me. At the same time, I was kind of getting little confirmation from the videos of this is the path that I think I should take, So started doing videos. Isibaya laid low for some time after March, and then by June I was like, you know what? If this is not going to be the escape route for me to getting the opportunities I want, because I saw the opportunities will not come to me. I need to go get them myself. I need to go grab them. So I was like, let me continue with these videos, give it my all, This is a craft. Create good content. You don't need television. Social media, the internet is power, guys. The internet is power. So that's how I got started with the whole vlogging thing. 2016, 2nd of February, and I've been doing it since then. Killing the game.
Hey.
Number one, baby.
If I say so myself.
Yes.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah, that's about it, bro.
How do you make sense of your success? Because it's not a known field. You are paving the way, especially here in South Africa. So how do you make sense of
The
your
mere fact that it's not a field that's one of the common fields within the entertainment industry, yet people are responding so positively towards these videos. Even celebrities now are starting to make skits, you know. By celebrities, actors, rappers, singers, everyone within the entertainment industry. I think what we as the people who started, I don't want to say and claim Uguti, we started this skitting industry because videos were being made way before, but we gave it. It's like how Migos introduced trap to the world. It became a culture. That's what we did in South Africa. You know, the likes of Fash, Lasizwe, Verify, Mushendiki, the people who I know that started either before me or with me. You know, Okay Wasabi, all of them. We created a culture because now everyone is comfortable in doing skits. Everyone finds being funny cool. Everyone wants to be funny on social media. Everyone wants to show their other side because we think of rappers as those guys, yo, my nigga, kill you dead now. But they have soft, funny sides to them as well, you know. So how would it make sense of my success is that I've managed to get my way within the entertainment industry. I've managed to put my name out there, get some recognition for me. You know, it's not everyone who can do that, especially with something like vlogging and skit making, which was nothing back then. But now, it's something even television producers are starting to jump on. I mean, look at the likes of Mushendiki, Farieda, through the internet, now on television, gracing us with their presence, you know.
How much of your work is hard work? Because people just think you switch on your camera,
hey,
you record something for 5 seconds, you post it randomly on your channel, and then you put a small caption telling people to share it and laugh. And it's
exactly.
simple. How much would you say is hard work?
Listen, hard work is consistency. Dropping one video that will go viral. Okay, in South Africa nowadays, hey, people blow up with one video. And they're booking her. You know? Hard work is consistency. If to me, you can kill over 100 videos and gain following each and every day and still get people to talk about you. Have haters. Because if you don't have haters, you're not doing good, okay? If you don't have haters, you're not doing good. The more your haters grow, the more hard work, the more it shows that you're putting in hard work. Consistency. I'm sure I have over 200 videos. And I should sit down sometime and count my videos. Out of those 200 videos, I'm sure I've got over 50 odd videos that are like, you know, proper videos that everyone relates to. I've got over 5 videos. Okay, I've got 3 single videos that are on 1 million views and over. I'm not flexing, I'm just saying. No. So that should show hard work, you know. Views, following, all of that. That's a representation of how much work you're putting in.
How are you dealing with adulting? And it can be the simplest of things in terms of grocery shopping. It can be staying in your own
Because I was
place.
about to say, hey, I ain't got a baby yet, man. I mean, it's 2018, though. I'm ready. The sperm's ready. Just joking.
If anyone's looking.
Yeah.
Looking for a donor.
Yeah, please, man. There's no ring. So just do the right thing else. Anywho, I've stayed in Johannesburg since 2015. There were times when, and it was during Isibaya times, where literally there was one day where I cried. And at that time I was still living at my church. Because when I came in Johannesburg, remember when I told you I have family, but I don't really want to bother them, so I decided, let me go live at church, you know, find myself there. And since age 19, it's been so long. So 2015, there was a time when I was alone and I was hungry as fuck. And I remember I had asked my mom for so much money that I was so embarrassed to ask her again.
Yeah.
You know, you get to that point where you're like, okay, you've been, and your mom, Naya, she's not going to say no. She's going to give you the money, but you don't want to be that person because you've been, especially if you know the situation at home and everything. So I was sitting there, crying, starving. I didn't want to hlupa anyone. And at that time, the only call I was going to make is that, Mom, please just book me a bus ticket. Let me come home. You know, let me try something else. And then I remember my big brother, Siyanda, he called me. You know, he gave me this. We had this talk for an hour. That when you're young and you come to a place like Johannesburg, no one's going to have your back. And everyone here works. Everyone here is here to work and no one has time for anyone. If you're going to quit now, and then there's people who've been where you are, even in harder situations for a longer time, you know, okay, let me not lie and say I've suffered. My life, my blow up here in Johannesburg was kind of smooth sailing, you know. But you told me like there are people who've been through worse times than you. So if you're gonna quit because of one day or a week where you couldn't afford groceries or you are starting to get so stressed and feeling depressed that you were calling it quits, then you shouldn't have done this in the first place. Because if you want to get something that you really want, you're going to go for it, you know, no matter what it takes and all of that. So, well, after that, he told me he's on his way with food. I was very happy. I was very happy. I was full same time. I did this. Okay, Puti. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Took me for a week, you know. That's when that's how I taught myself to start saving money. Money, if there's anything, money, you need to learn how to save money. You need to learn how to deal with stress and find friends that are within the same circle as you, with the same drive as you, people who are gonna support and be about what you are doing, whichever craft it is, you know. That's what I've basically learned. Oh gosh, I'm so deep. Guys, I've never seen this TaFire before, right?
So I want to wrap things up a bit.
Yes.
And I just want you to connect real quick with your 20-year-old self. You're about to start. You're about to go in to the business. You're about to upload your first video. That time you're still vulnerable. That time you don't know how much you're about to grow. What would you say to her?
I would say you deserve the break when you get it. Nothing that you do is unseen. The reason why you will be a big deal is because you're not trying to be someone else. And I think I'm really looking forward to seeing some kind of three-dimensional growth, because it's scary out there and not a lot of people will like you, and people will tell you that you're whack, and people will tell you that you're not funny. But those that do are the ones that carry you, because they'll always be there. So don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to be you. Trust me, there's someone out there trying to be you right now. So you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be more than what you imagine, trust. So keep going, girl. Keep posting. They'll like it.
Siablelo, my boy, you've done pretty well for yourself. You've done amazingly well for yourself. You're still young, but like you've come a long way. You've done really good for yourself. Thank you for not quitting high school, my boy. Thank you for not quitting primary. Thank you for going from grade 1. Thank you for respecting your parents. Thank you for not being a rude kid, but being very naughty and very entertaining and very funny. Look where that all got me, you, right now. I'm the future you, nigga. I'm in the future already. Zenzeng. But my boy, you've done pretty well for yourself. Look at your smile. Look at you. Look at your little shades. Look at you. Look at you changing the cap around. Look at you hold the phone. Look at you flex. But you ain't got money. But the money's coming. Trust.
Thanks, signing out. It's your girl Farieda. Leaving the busy. Good night. God bless. Happy eating.
Do you know who Heinz Winkler is? Heinz Winkler? Is that the person that made tomato sauce?
What is your mixed name?
It was incoming hip hop virus.